Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the balance portion with regard to the law of agency. So, who is an agent? Yesterday we discussed with the who is an agent, who is a principal, and what is an agency and its valid essentials with regard to the agency, and also how an agency is to be created. So, these are the topics we dealt with the yesterday. So today we will discuss the more portion with regard to this. So, see how an agency is to be created. Firstly, it should be an agency by express agreement. Means it should be in an oral or in a written way. That is the agency by express agreement. Then next is what agency by implied agreement means due to the performance or to the conduct of something. So conduct of the parties, that is the agency arises from the conduct of the parties, that is agency by implied agreement. Then it may be consists of several types. Agency by estoppel, agency by holding out, and agency by necessity. In case the necessity occurs, it should act as an agent. Then another one is agency by holding out and agency by estoppel. These are the three types of this one under implied agreement. Then another one is the agency by operation of law. So how this is to be? This is the one, our today's topic, the balance portion with regard to how an agency is to be created. So, agency by operation of law. Sometimes the agency may arise by operation of law. നിയമപ്രകാരം തന്നെ ഒരു ഏജൻസിയെ ഇത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, കാര്യം എന്താ അവരെ വെക്കുന്നു അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവർക്ക് അതിന്റെ ഡ്യൂട്ടീസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നു. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, when a company is formed, its promoters are its agents by operation of law. നിയമപ്രകാരം ഒരു കമ്പനി ഫോം ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അതിന്റെ പ്രൊമോട്ടേഴ്സ്, അതായത് അതിന്റെ അഭ്യുദയകാംക്ഷികൾ, അത് പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നവരെ they are become acts as the agents itself. Similarly, between the partner and the partnership firm, there is an agency created by operation of law. നിയമപ്രകാരം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? അത് ഒരു പാർട്ട്ണർഷിപ്പ് ആണെങ്കിൽ പാർട്ട്നേഴ്സ് എന്താണ്? they are which one by operation of law act as an agent. Otherwise, if a company is to be promoted by its directors or like that, so such person act as the director or the promoter may be an agent as per the operation of law. So that is agency by operation of law. So first is what? Agency by which one? Express agreement. Another one is agency by implied agreement. So under that, point number A is by estoppel, by holding out, agency by holding out, and number C, and C point, agency by necessity. Then third is, what is that? Agency by operation of law. Operation of law. Then after that, what is that? Fourth point is agency by ratification. So ratification of the contract, isn't it? So on behalf of another person, act as without the consent of the other person, may act as an agent. So how it is to be, we will look into. So agency by ratification. Ratification. So what is that? Sometimes an agreement may be entered into on behalf of another person, but without his consent. For example, A enters into an agreement with T so as to bind P. P is unaware of the agreement and has not given any consent. When P comes to know about this contract, Either he may accept it or he may reject it. So, how it is to be? A enters into an agreement with the T. T ennulla vyaktiയുമായിട്ട് A is maintaining or making an agreement on behalf of P. So, P doesn't know that this agreement is not there and has not given any consent on behalf of P, or P's consent is not at all there between the contract between A and T. So when P comes to know about this contract, either he may accept it or he may reject it. This means that he has got a choice, whether the choice to cancel the contract or continue it. That's agency by ratification. So when he chooses to be bound by the contract, it is termed as ratification. So contract chooses, he can choose that one for further action. That's ratification. So such a case, ratification means giving an approval to an act done without authority. So ratification means giving an approval to an act. Endo oru pravarti adine approval kodukkunnathu done without the authority. Adhikaram illade endu cheyunu? Without the authority giving approval to an act. That is the case with regard to ratification. So that is agency by ratification. So one time itself, sometimes an agreement may be entered on behalf of another person, but without his consent. Without the consent of the other person may enter into the contract between one party. So that such a case, it is a case that there is a choice with regard to whether to continue the contract or to reject it. So that is the case agency by ratification. Then under that, there are several sub-points. Agent must purport to act for a definite principle. If the agent enters into an agreement as if it is for himself, there cannot be a ratification. So, ratification is if the agent enters into an agreement as if it is for himself, സ്വയം തന്നെ principle ആണ് എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ ഏജന്റ് പെരുമാറുകയാണെങ്കിൽ there should not be any case of ratification. So that is the case agency by ratification. Under that, what is that? Agent must purport to act for a definite principle. For example, case law is R was authorized by K to buy wheat at a certain price. A particular price R was authorized by K. K is authorizing R to purchase wheat or buy wheat at a certain price. R purchased wheat from D at a price higher than what was authorized in his own name. Later, K ratified the contract, but he again changed his mind and refused to take the delivery of the wheat. So that D filed a case against K, but the court held that the contract could not be ratified because R did not purport to act as an agent of K. K agent act ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ള കേസ് വരും. So that is the case. Once again, R was authorized by K to buy wheat at a certain price. R was authorized to buy K. R was authorized by K to buy a wheat at a certain price. ഒരു കുറച്ച് പ്രൈസിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? Wheat എടുക്കാനായിട്ട്. Then R purchased the wheat from D at a price higher than what was authorized. പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ഇതിലും കൂടിയ വിലയ്ക്കാണ് R എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? വീറ്റ് ഡിയിൽ നിന്നും പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഗോതമ്പ്. Then later the K ratified his contract, means whether to accept or reject the contract, but he again changed his mind and refused to take the delivery of the wheat. Wheatന്റെ delivery എടുക്കാനായിട്ട് he refused to do so. Then D filed a case against K. K യുമായിട്ടൊരു കേസിന് പോകുന്നു. So that court held that the contract could not be ratified because R did not purport to act as an agent for K. K യുടെ agent ആയിട്ട് R did not act as. So that is the case. Agent must purport to be act for a definite principle. Then next case is principle must be in existence at the time of contract. So at the time of entering the contract, the principle must be, what is that? In existence. A principle who was not in existence at the time of the contract cannot be bound by the process of ratification. For example, A company cannot ratify or adopt a contract which was entered into by the promoters on its behalf before its incorporation. So how it is to be? A principal who was not in existence, നിലവിൽ ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരു കേസിൽ, at the time of entering the contract, a principal who was not in existence. Actually, there was not a principal having a principal. So in such a case, then it should be bound by the process of ratification. Rather, what is that? Cancel chance on that. So for example, a company cannot ratify or adopt a contract which was entered into by the promoters on its behalf before its incorporation. Incorporation മുമ്പ് പ്രൊമോട്ടേഴ്സിന്റെ എല്ലാവരും കൂടെ ചേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു കോൺട്രാക്റ്റിൽ ഏർപ്പെടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ that cannot be ratified. Okay, so a company cannot ratify or adopt a contract which was entered into by the promoters on its behalf before its incorporation. So that is why the principal must be in existence at the time of contract. So second point is that one. First is, what is that? The first one, agent must purport to act for a definite principle. Then the principal must be in existence at the time of the contract. And then third, principal must have a contractual capacity both at the time of the contract and at the time of ratification. So കോൺട്രാക്ടിന്റെ സമയത്തും അത് ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്തും principal must have the contractual capacity to do so. So a company cannot ratify a contract made in its name before its incorporation. Incorporation, registration മുമ്പ് a contract is to be made. So in such a case, a company cannot ratify such a contract. അതാണ് principal must have a contractual capacity both at the time of the contract and at the time of ratification. Then ratification must be with the full knowledge of facts. Full details അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം അതിന്റെ. So no valid ratification can be made by a person whose knowledge of the facts of the case is materially defective. So that is the case. No valid ratification can be made by a person whose knowledge of the facts of the case is materially defective. അതായത് ആ ഒരു കോൺട്രാക്റ്റില് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഒരു ഏജൻസിയിലെ കോൺട്രാക്റ്റിൽ ഏർപ്പെടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ then it must be made with the full knowledge of facts. അതായത് full facts അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം. അതാണ് important. So that is meant by ratification must be with the full knowledge of facts. Then ratification must be made either within the time fixed for the purpose or within a reasonable time period. ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടൈം പീരീഡിലായിരിക്കണം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഫിക്സഡ് ടൈം കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരിക്കണം ഈ റാറ്റിഫിക്കേഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. പിന്നെ റാറ്റിഫിക്കേഷൻ മസ്റ്റ് നോട്ട് സബ്ജക്ട് എ തേർഡ് പാർട്ടി ടു ഡാമേജ്. ഒരു മൂന്നാമതൊരാൾക്ക് എന്ത് കൊടുക്കാൻ? ഡാമേജസ് മീൻസ് മേക്ക് ഗുഡ് ദ ലോസ് ഓർ ലോസ് ഉണ്ടാകാനായിട്ട് മൂന്നാമതൊരു വ്യക്തിക്ക് ലോസ് ഉണ്ടാകാനായിട്ട് ഇടവരരുത്. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ratification must not subject a third party to damages. For example, A, without authority from P, demands from T a commodity on behalf of P. So, without the authority from P, P യുടെ അധികാരമില്ലാതെ A is demanding from T a commodity on behalf of P. P cannot ratify this act of A as to make T the liable for damages for his refusal to deliver. So P can't ratify or cancel such an act of A so as to make T will be liable for the damages for his refusal to deliver. So that is ratification must not subject to a third party to a damages.